Bangladesh will vote this Thursday for its next government. 18 months after the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, she was removed from power in a student-led uprising. 3 major polls have been released over the past 2 days, but all of them paints a very different picture of the outcome. And that is especially true when it comes to the strength of the frontrunners, the BNP-led alliance and Jamaat-e-Islami bloc. In fact, here's the first projection. It puts the BNP-led alliance firmly in the lead, eclipsing the Jamaat-led bloc. The second forecast, well, it has a decisive win for the BNP, with Jamaat only picking up a small share of the parliamentary seats. And the final survey, well, it has the two parties here neck to neck, with Jamaat slightly winning the race over the BNP. Now, as polling day nears, voters, they are facing not just competing political messages, but sharply different versions of how things will pan out, highlighting the uncertainty facing Bangladeshis in the coming day. In fact, a Hindu trader has reportedly been stabbed to death in Bangladesh in a shocking reminder about the security concerns ahead of the election. The 62-year-old man, he was found inside his shop having been attacked by a mob, according to the police. Safety for minorities, it is an issue that has been voiced multiple times, with worries over the protection of the rights, political representation and personal security. And as voting day approaches, minority groups, they're watching closely how parties respond to their fears. In fact, Rashad Ahmed, he filed this report from Dhaka. Take a look.
Bangladesh heads into historic elections. And for the first time in decades, there will be no Awami League on the ballot. For minority communities, especially Hindus, who had traditionally backed Sheikh Hasina's party, the voters now comes with uncertainty and fear.
For decades, minority communities here largely voted for the Awami League, seeing it as the safest political choice in a deeply polarized country. That option no longer exists.
Longtime Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who was seen by many as a secular face, was forced out of power after the student uprising in July 2024.
The political space has since been dominated by the BNP and Jamaat-e-Islami, both right-wing forces. The Jamaat has even committed to Islamic rule in its manifesto. The minorities are uncertain on which way their vote will go.
I was born into a religious minority family, so I am a minority, but I am also a citizen of this country. Whether they belong to the majority or minority communities, everyone together makes a diverse Bangladesh.
Minorities make up around 9% of Bangladesh's population. They are small in number, but they have played a decisive role in closely fought elections. This time, many from the community say they feel politically unrepresented.
The election would have been better if it had been inclusive. Only then would it truly reflect the will of the people.
The Bangladesh Nationalist Party of the late Khaleda Zia has protection of minority rights as one of its campaign promises. The Jamaat-e-Islami too insists that minorities have nothing to fear.
BNP founder President Ziaur Rahman included "in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful" in the constitution. However, it was later excluded. If we win the upcoming election, we will include it in the constitution again.
This Bangladesh belongs to everyone, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists and Christians alike. No one will live in a culture of fear. If anyone attempts to attack others based on religious identity, we will resist it in the future.
Reports of a surge in attacks against minorities and minority institutions in recent months has raised the stake further. Media reports say at least 11 Hindus have been killed in targeted attacks in December and January. The Bangladesh Hindu Buddhist Christian Unity Council documented at least 51 incidents of communal violence against minority communities in December alone, including murders, arson, theft and assaults. Things are very different from the tolerant, secular Bangladesh they once prided themselves in.
Minority voters are asking a fundamental question: who will protect their rights in a new political order? 12th February will be also an indicator of where minority hopes now lies.